Alright, YouTube should be back with a new thumbnail and a new video. But yes, poor old Alma. Great game. Like, I remember, I looked it up online because I couldn't remember the exact pacing of the game. And like, old games will do that all the time, right? Where like, they'll say like 8 to 12 hours, but like, in reality, if you're familiar with the game, it's like 4 or 5. Which is, I mean, pretty bog standard, I would say, actually, for a lot of older titles like that. Like even SOC, I think SOC like says it will take like 20 hours to complete, but we finished it in 8. And we weren't trying to speedrun, we just kind of knew what we were doing. Oh, for sure. Fear is a great, fantastic game. Let me go ahead and turn that, like, actually, let me, you guys can probably go ahead and see now. Video capture. There we go. You can watch me download the game. I'll keep that in mind. Welcome back, Duffs and Schnooks. We're almost done here. I guess patching at this point. We're ready to download all the files. But no, yeah, Fear is a very solid FPS experience too, and especially when you're not familiar with all of the scares. I have not played Signalis. I've seen it. Like, I haven't seen videos of it. I've seen it like on Steam, but I've never pulled the trigger on it. I would probably say Fear is like a pretty good game, but it's not my favorite. I really, really like Returnal. Returnal does a good job of having like very crisp combat with a really good story, in my opinion. That's like, it's also like it's a story that's somewhat open-ended too. Like it tells you enough but leaves it open to interpretation of exactly happened or exactly how it plays out. But Returnal's a great game. Returnal might be a game I actually sit down and play on stream. Because I thoroughly love Returnal. Well, yeah, it's 10 gigs of like downloads, but like it's probably 50 gigs of writes. Like you up here, right, you see downloading complete 10 out of 10 gigs, but like the actual patching process just means it has to like actually do like 50 gigs worth of writes to actually install the patch. I generally like to go into it fairly blind, ideally. Hey, Chernobyl. I think the patch video would just give me spoilers, right? If I don't watch the patch video at all, I have no idea what's going to happen in the patch. It will be a total surprise. No, weird, Michael. I don't know them. Hey, Agent. Oh no, the dreaded shaders. If I turn into a robot, it's not my fault. I mean, I'm still a bit congested every morning, but like it usually clears out. But like it's mostly done now. It's just a little bit of congestion in the mornings. Curse you, shaders. Cyanide, I'm sorry, I can't help you. My mental organization. If it makes you feel any better, I don't really use any of the icons. I mainly just search. It's just that they're there because I've never deleted them. It also doesn't help too that like considering my PC setup, the problem is whenever I organize them, they get reset constantly. What? Logging in? You're an offline game. You shouldn't be doing this. There we go. Oh god, shaders. Go look at it. Yeah, there's been times that like it has, God. Oh shaders. No, there's not. It's just, well, the problem is the games don't. This game doesn't really like it doesn't load the shaders up in a way that like most games will usually have you compile shaders at the beginning of the game and just like have you do it for the entire game at first, so it doesn't have to do that. But this game has the issues where like it will, what's the right word? Not do that. All right. So, like, you'll get lots of levels where, like, the shaders are loading in. Alright, let's see if there's any new guns. By making some friends. No guns there. Alright, Aramaki. Yep, the good old shaders. How would you like some potato chips? Just sell some guns too. Yeah, nothing. Alright. Let's go over to Mask Man. There's no new guns. Sad days. Let's bring an RPK in, I guess, and we'll see how that runs. Alright, we have ammo. Let's bring some meds, too. Any new quests for the new map? We have babbles, we have stuff like that. Let's just go over to the new map and see how it runs. Sans quests. We have highway, collapse pipe. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's new handguards? Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's wait for shaders. Will I turn into a robot? And turn HUD on too. Alright, let's see.
I don't have a good...
Shaders are still shadering. Yeah, unfortunately I have no control over that. NVIDIA broadcast is necessary where I'm currently at right now. Unless you would want to hear constant AC going in the background. It's a little quiet. Let me turn up my end, I guess, a little bit. Alright, drones. Drones. That's a really bright red dot, my god. And the game is smooth so far.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
Oop. Right now, until we put the map, like maps a few times, at least this map, I imagine we'll get lots of hitches from shaders stuffing or shaders loading.
As long as I'm the last one standing.
The flashlight seems a bit different. It seems brighter. Huh. Weird. Interesting. So we have extracts over here.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
I don't know if this is like literally our first raid, so you're experiencing it as we're experiencing it.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
So you've got plenty of like just scattered streets around. I wonder how vertical the map is. Let me go up top. Guess we're gonna follow them. We don't have any missions right now. No, we didn't. I didn't see any.
Everyone for themselves. Taking fire!
All right, so a decent amount of verticality over here. It's honestly, it's already got more verticality than Babel, technically speaking, in regards to just the sheer height. Plenty of just loose water and loot everywhere.
I got them.
That makes sense. Alright, we have a helipad here, which should probably presumably be used for something eventually. So far, it seems pretty big. Yeah, I'm not really trying to tempt fate by like resetting quests right now until I figure out if they fix the bug or not. I mean, my glove didn't do anything, so it's just the map / the lighting. Maybe that like the upgraded flashlight. I do not know why the hollow is so hollowy.
Everyone for themselves.
Hey Spoon, this is the new map. This is downtown. I just like running into a wall over here. I want to go into the wall. Huh. Wall of safety. Actually, apparently not safety. Alright, let's not stay over there. What the hell? I wanted to lead, not loot. Yeah, that's the map doing that. Alright, I think it's probably time to leave because HK's on me. So far the map's kind of been chaotic. Let's see if we can't find our way out. So far it seems pretty big.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
Alright, there's an extract over here. It's kind of hard to tell until I play the map a few times, to be honest. Holy fucking firing squad. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like we're gonna have the same issue as before, where it's just maps are just too utterly dense. Let's rock Scav Girl Stealth and see how that runs. Alright, we're good there. Let me try changing up a little bit too. Different holo to see if it's like the holo that's bugged or just all holos on that map. It does seem like most of the time like it's the map based for like the weird glitches on holographics or the weird effects on holographics. I mean we can do check Lordos. I would, it was in the patch notes, that's basically the question, right? They would have mentioned it in the patch notes if you got any more updates. Okay, so we'll kill more brawlers, understood. Kill the EOD officer, okay. And just live, understood. We'll just try those for now. So we were over there and like, okay. So I have an idea of the scale now. I guess the question is, how far can we go this way? And I guess the question is now too, is like how utterly dense is the map and how consistent is it?
It's always the same up here.
Alright, so can we jump across here? Alright, we can. How much of this is playable area, actually, I'm curious. go drop down and see if we can find the actual, like, constraints. Okay, that's a minefield. Is this an insta-kill? Probably not, right? Oh, no fall damage. Okay. Got little skulls. Yeah, there's minefield constraints here. Let's not get into shooting galleries if we can help it. Alright, invisible barrier here, so that's a no-go. So yeah, I think first things first is figuring out the actual outer boundaries of the map and then exploring the interior. And hopefully avoiding combat. Yeah, there's 3 EODs. We're looking for an EOD officer, but they ain't it.
Looks like we rolled snake eyes.
Alright, that was the officer, okay. Looks like the UDs have a little bit more like of bright spots on them now too, which could be useful for like actual identification purposes. Hey Vinny, how's it going? Welcome back. Thanks Vinny, appreciate it. Alright, so how far can we go this way? Or maybe an extractor, it looks like. What the hell? Can we open this? Or is this just like something that's showing us off for later? Oh, weird.
Not enough ammo in the world.
Yeah, still very anemic. Alright, be careful now, I'm almost out of bullets. Getting a feeling I'm not supposed to be over here. Okay, this looks like the end. Yeah, there's Toothy. Yeah, minefield warning too. Radar tower in the open. Oh god, shaders. I kind of would prefer if they actually touch up the old maps a lot bit more than that, though, to be honest. Especially considering now we have all maps in the game. I haven't really noticed, to be honest. I mean, it looks better, I'll say that. Like, I've noticed that it looks better. But I was so used to the old system anyway, like, I'm not sure, like, I would be the one to, like, notice.
I've been waiting.
I've been kind of distracted by how many units there are, you know. Let me head upstairs. Oh god. I wonder how many times I'm gonna like play this map before the shaders are actually freaking finished. I mean, that's the power of Nana, is dropping in 5 million textures or models in the game as a map. Alright, this is where we were before, I believe. Was it? Maybe it's not, though, actually. No, it's not. I mean, I would agree with you, Blood, if this wasn't every fucking map, though. I haven't played a different map yet, so I don't know. And this map's kind of doing a lot of shader stuff in the meanwhile, so I can't really give a critique on the performance right now. Until I get to a map where like all the shaders are done compiling, it's kind of gonna be a little hit or miss.
Not enough ammo. Whoa.
All right. No, we haven't seen any new units yet. Alright, what the hell is that? Nothing for now. I mean, it was like 3 or 4. I don't think it was like any more abnormally high than most maps. I mean, I haven't really noticed, but I haven't really been able to like pay attention to the movement at all either, really, to be honest either.
Christmas.
I have other concerns right now than just movement. Just so far a kill quest, that's been about it.
Zero fucks given.
So we had a kill quest, and then we had a not kill quest, just extract quest. Alright, so that's a few quests to the new map. Hey Morph, I kind of now want to see if we can find... maybe do another one with like an M4. Well, actually, let's do AK. What I want to see now is I want to see if there is like any areas on this new map that are like high risk areas or like loot areas. And we'll try from collapse pipe this time instead. Wait, is there another recruit rework? AK, yeah, new patch dropped. I'm just hoping that like, or I'll keep playing around. Like, it looks cool so far, but like, that's never been my problem with maps.
Don't leave anything on the cutting room floor.
you shooting at there, friend? Give that a try later then. We'll maybe do some scrapyard with the recruits and see what they do. Not lots of cover here to avoid combat. I'll just head inside. Okay, so we have a cool little indoor area here, which is kind of nice. I'll do it on Scrapyard next too. I'm not bringing them to a map like this. That's just a death wish.
Christmas.
Alright, that's 3 levels, I guess. Okay, let's just keep going around, I guess. Yeah, that's just the 3D printing lattice. Okay, that's just a hole in the wall. Guess it's just like a spawn area, I guess.
Just what I need.
Looks like it. Did I just get pot shot? I was hoping they'd fix that this patch. Alright, there's an extract. Oh, yeah, well, a little bit. I feel like they really need to do a better job having the shaders compile before people play the map. I understand what's happening when I'm getting FPS drops because it's the shaders. I'm kind of curious if people who don't know that know that. So they just want to say the game's performance is bad. But really it's just the game not doing itself any favors with shaders.
Not enough ammo.
It's fall damage has always been a bit wonky. I'm not gonna say it's been removed yet, but there's instances where if you don't land on flat terrain, you will ignore fall damage occasionally. Okay, man. I mean, Michael, literally every UE5 game has you compile shaders at launch of the game for the entire game. That's not a controversial feature. That's a pretty bog standard feature for literally every UE5 game. It isn't some bespoke hidden tech for one UE5 game. I don't know, map's been kind of busy so far. It feels kind of a mistake to even bring it a rig like this in game because you're gonna be getting in combat no matter what. Let's go over to Mask Man and just bring a big boy backpack with actual ways of fighting. Let's go over to the Scar, I think. You know, I guess we'll give the new recruits a try. Alright, so we'll go to Scrapyard. Ready room. We'll hire some recruits. And I guess we're gonna see how these guys do now. What do you mean by selecting exact amount? Okay, so...
Hard to breathe up here. But the mask helps.
Is there new stuff with companions? This feels pretty... Are there extra commands? Key bindings. Buddy command is B. No, this looks pretty bog standard for the AI companion so far. This doesn't look like it's changed at all. Maybe there's a command now where, like, if I aim at something, hit B, they'll actually start shooting it, maybe?
Whittle them down and we...
I don't know. They seem kind of the... I mean, they don't have inventories, so I don't think so, no. Yeah, this seems about like what it was before. Yeah, it's still just like the Fallen and then like the Love Each Other follow. Frame-wise, it does seem maybe smoother. Again, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I'm just gonna deploy them over here and see what they do. I'm going to tell them to go right here.
Everyone for themselves.
This has always been the case, though. Like, this is what they've always done. This is not novel. Well, at least, like, the weird, I guess, dispersion spray is gone now. I need to go over to a Assault and see if it's still, like, Saw me.
Can break out.
Are they moving to go attack that guy?
Spread out.
Guess I can move them up. I mean, at least they're not getting shredded as... Maybe? I have no idea, to be honest. Contextualizing one button press and then 500 different commands is not the way I would do it. Was I getting paint? I didn't get any... Maybe that was YouTube? I didn't get anything. Oh, I am seeing some frame drops here and there. That's probably just Spectrum being a pile of shit, to be quite frank. I mean, I will say, like, movement animation-wise, it does look smoother. It looks like more high fidelity. Hey, Mountain. And there does seem to be, like, maybe some lighting changes. I don't know, some more, like, I guess, effects going on. The map looks ever so slightly different. I mean, dodge is the same. It's still a pile of shit, to be quite frank. Fucking Spectrum, man. I mean, like, I gotta figure out what the hell to do with that thing, because I don't know what's causing it at this point. I reset my modem router this morning for that exact reason. I could drop the latency a bit, but like to normal latency, but I'm not sure that's gonna fix it at all either. I mean, there was endgame freezing or like stuttering on the new map, but that was shaders compiling. But like, it hasn't been like a full like freeze. That's just YouTube buffering, I guess. I'll probably do explore a few options like getting a new like router or something, I don't know. I'm not sure how much was like on Spectrum side too, just them being a giant pile of shit. I mean, I will say like the companions aren't dead, which is a pretty good sign for them. They usually would be dead by now, to be honest. Let me try closing this. Maybe that will help out. Maybe it's just like Caster Labs taking a giant shit too. I mean, it depends. Like if it's when you start getting into the weird stuff of internet routing and certain cable ISPs, it can get really weird really quick. Back in the day, I used to have issues with one set of servers. Like I could play like any server perfectly fine, but there were servers in Texas that just would not work because the routing from my cable ISP to that Texas server was garbage. And it wasn't necessarily the fault of my ISP, but it was like the fault of their like tier 3 ISP, right? Like the ISP that they used. And they naturally, right, a cable company does not give a shit because they already have your money. Alright, so in regards to companions, I didn't notice a difference, to be quite frank. They kind of, I mean, like, I guess the one thing I will say is they seem to live longer than they normally do. They do tend to just get murdered. What I wanted to bring actually is I want to bring a saw. Because the saw has been kind of a meme for a while. And so I'm curious if they've actually fixed it. Essentially made the dispersion code not so fucking memey. Alright. Probably not. We can go check though. I don't know yet. Like we're still kind of playing around with Floored. Unplayable. We can bring a turret too, just to see. But no, we're gonna play on the new map. I'm like, the biggest thing I'm looking for like on the new map, right, is just like, I cannot say because I haven't read the patch notes. We have a new map, we have some new quests, we have Lordo's part, I guess quests part 2 or 3 or whatever. Movement's been changed a bit, I guess just to be smoother. Alright, big thing for me I want to check out is also the blue one, the red dots is really brutal right now. No, the meme cone is still there. The good old meme cone. Yeah. Alright. So the big thing I'm looking for now is I want to see if there's like actually like any like high risk loot areas or just like alternate pathings, or is it no matter what you're gonna be walking through city streets full of soldiers that you just have to like get lucky to avoid? Oh, that's not real. I'm not supposed to be over here. I apologize. Is this real?
Don't miss. Make every shot count.
All right. Yeah, the keyword is tried, but I knew it was never gonna, like, that's just be proactive. All right, this is just a dead end over here, so we'll go back this way. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going, to be honest. It seems to be their MO so far to like make a wide breadth of maps. Alright, so what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for buildings, looking for indoor areas, I'm looking for like just high risk areas. It'll come when it comes, Jacob. I haven't seen the new unit yet. I'm kind of feeling like you're not gonna see it on this map, probably. There's like that one medium mech spawn over there. Are you real? Nope, you're not real. Okay, heard.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
We have alleyway. Alright, up here. There we go.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
Up we go. Oh, you're dead. You're just kind of not dead. You know, I could have sworn the patch notes that they fixed the pot shot bug, but I guess not. Sad days. It seems to, yeah. I'm just hoping we haven't seen all of it yet. Nope, it's still fucking droopy. It is. If you're ever trying to onboard new players, that thing is not a fucking feature. You getting randomly shot by the AI is not a feature. It breaks what you're currently telling the players how they work. It's literally not a feature. It's a bug of their AI. I would not be surprised if they would love for you to think it's a feature. But no.
Good thing I brought my bullet-resistant coat.
Well, like, no, that doesn't make any sense though, right? Like, you randomly getting, like... Oh, by the way, you're being stealthy here, randomly get fucking shot. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my god. Alright. I haven't been able to find any, like, okay, police station? We can go in the police station? No? Alright, well, we tried. Alright, what's up here? Just the Strider? Just the Strider. I wonder what I'm missing here. We've been up there before, right? That's the radar tower place we were at before. Okay, so we went up there before. Let's see what this is. Maybe this is like a factory, maybe? Okay, I think you're thinking that, like, for you to be on the backside of an enemy getting a shot, like, I'm not talking about instances where, like, you're collateral damage to the recoil control of an enemy. I'm talking about enemies literally looking at you randomly and shooting you from across the map. Imagine in, like Splinter Cell, if you, like, had this stealth game where just without aggroing, occasionally an enemy will shoot at you without being aware that you existed, per rules of the game. Like, I don't mind the concept of potshotting, but when you're going to set up this whole awareness meter shit, it breaks that paradigm. And it means that newer players cannot trust, what the literal fuck, cannot trust what the game is telling them. Oh, I bet it happens all the time. No, yeah, it is not a rare occurrence. Okay, so that's the loot area over there we've already been to. We've been to that loot area. I haven't seen them yet, so I'm guessing not. We're gonna go over like Frozen Swamp or Mesa next and see if we can find them. Oh, it's just the pathing. The mechs have issues with pathing. Like there's collision boxes everywhere, and like they just this is pretty par for the course for them. Traditionally, the potshotting bug happens the most when units like, so say Squad A is fighting Squad B. If you are closer to them than the say for example, we're not referencing Squad A. If Squad A is trying to shoot Squad B, and you are closer to them than Squad B, they will more often than not have the potshot issue where they shoot at you a bunch before they actually engage their intended target. And sometimes with certain units like drones, they'll just ignore their actual target and keep murdering you, even when they're not aggroed. That's the crux of the bug. Alright, so I guess this is like the high risk area of the map. I guess it's pretty central.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
So we have the helipad here. I guess you can come up here and blow up. We have a police station here, I guess, too. So we're above the police station. So I'm guessing a helipad here. So I'm guessing like this is one of the big loot areas. This is the top of the roof here.
As long as
We also have that like destroyed building over there that has like the 3 floors, which I didn't see that many loot places inside of there.
calculated.
We have that one more over here too. It's like kind of similar to this. So that's like yeah, that's this loot area up there. So 1, 2, and then I guess 3. I don't think I saw many other loot areas at all.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
So we can take a look at this. Lots of just dead bodies here, I guess, from earlier. What's up here, maybe? None of the maps have indoor areas at all, really. Is this the class building that we were referencing earlier? A different building? Maybe different building. Okay. So we have like a side building on the right-hand side of the map relative to our like default entry point. So yeah, it's this right over here. Is there anything else in here, or is that basically it? Just the, like, that 1 or 2 rooms? Yeah, basically that. Alright. It's not bad, though. We have this long line here, and there should be the extract over here to the right. And where's that building at that we were at earlier? That's not overstaying my welcome. There's a building over here that has got like 3 floors of loot in it. It's not a lot of loot, but it is like a, you know, a loot spot. Hey Pumpkin, how's it going?
It's like Christmas came.
Alright, let's go do a mesa and a swamp and see if we can't find a stilt walker.
How to open those
Well, it's fine so far. I haven't like fully explored it yet. It feels like it's got similar issues to all the other maps where like it's visually stunning and looks fucking fantastic. But like, I'm not, I have my reservations against the what's it called, the combat, or like rather the not the combat, well the combat plus just like, what's the right word for it, the loot areas on the map, right? All right. See you, Arcturus. Have a good one. Alright, let's see if we can find a stilt walker. We'll give Mesa 1 shot, and then we'll give Frozen Swamp a few shots. Did I bring a jump? I did not. I shouldn't need drills. I'm not planning on killing anything. I mean, if I see a spider bot, how fucking funny would that be, though? Oh god, here come shaders. We good?
Just one more run. Just one more run.
So the question would be, right, is like, it would be so fucking funny if like they add the first new special unit for like Europa, and out of all of the new units they added for all the factions, the Europa one's the only one that's killable. At that point, I would definitely be on board with the anti-Europa bias. I would fully support that. I'd be like, yeah, they fucking hate Europa.
As long as I'm standing.
Wait, what? Why does that tank just flip over and fix itself? I don't see it now. I do want to try to experiment there real quick. Did they actually fix the mech falling apart? Okay, it looks like they fixed the medium mechs falling apart at a stiff breeze. That's nice. Now, you can still bully them from, like, just range, but it's the same. Like, it's probably more responsive just like from visuals, but no, the whole thing with, like, the gunplay is the same. At least for me. Alright, medium mech's dead. Is it T-posing? Oh god, it's T-posing. That's beautiful. Oh god. they added T-posing mechs in. Yes. It's beautiful. it's Cyber Christ. What are you doing up there? You don't belong up there. The only thing that could be possibly funnier than this if it fucking started flying and ascending. It is asserting dominance. It is letting us know who's boss. Well, no Stillwalker yet. I mean, so far, like the FPS seems smoother to me without seeing the FPS meter. Oh, hey, it's the doggo. Yep, ow. You know, it feels kind of misplaced, Mr. Dog, that I help you out by killing a Europa medium mech and now you're hunting me. It feels a bit disproportionate. No, the dog aggroed everything up nearby. I mean, stagger or just like hinder?
Everyone for themselves.
Interesting, good to know. Dead? I think that cyborg just committed suicide. Alright, so I guess we can go over to Frozen Swamp now and see if the Stiltwalker's there.
Always a pleasure, folks.
Yeah, you can destroy the bridge for an event. Not to my knowledge, no stamina bar. Unless they added it in this patch, I've never seen a stamina bar at all in this game. Alright, we can just go for Frozen Swamp. See, we can't find a Stiltwalker. I guess I'll bring a few drills in for this map, because there are quite a few drillable rooms. Shaders. Okay, shader time. I'm guessing by pirate drone they mean water thief drone.
As our luck run
Because water thief drones were, yeah, just direct rips from Europa drones. I've blown it. Like, all it does is it stops cyborgs from spawning on Scrapyard and Mesa. And then, what else? It basically summons the shield officer to Mesa. At first glance, I don't agree with you. It does seem a bit bluier. I'll let you. It does shot and play, but like, it's hard for me to tell or be more definitive just because a lot of the maps I'm waiting for shaders to compile still. So until that happens on most maps, it's gonna be a little bit sketchy. Running a 3080.
I think they spotted us. Hit for us.
I wonder where the Stillwalker would spawn on this map. I'm guessing by the injector site. So I guess the first things first, we're gonna go see if we can find the new drone at the shanty town. And then we'll go to the injector site and see if we can find a Stillwalker. Oh well, the speed bug is still there. My god, the thief running at Mach 1.
Not sure where.
What stealth? 100% cyanide. I'm 100% with you on that. I do not see myself replacing the 3080 anytime soon.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
It looks like a Europa drone that's been just modified, it looks like. So part Europa drone. It looks cool enough. It's got a distinctive silhouette now. Yeah, no, there's a new map. Like, well, I mean, Dragon, I would never have considered this game to ever have stealth in the game. Yeah, like I would never consider this game right now. Like, there's been ways you can game the AI, but I would never consider any instance of the game we've had so far be like any bit stealth oriented. All right, so we found the drone. The drones look cool enough. They look like just repurposed Europa drones, but like they're not just like straight rips. I'm gonna need you guys to stop defying the laws of physics, please. I would really appreciate it. I wouldn't even consider it stealth light, to be honest. I don't think I'm being unfair in that critique perfectly. I honestly don't think I'm being unfair in that critique.
Every shot count.
I just don't think the game has remotely considered. And like, it's not as just simple as like not having a light detection system, right? Or like not having a sound detection system, right? Or having it be too simple. It's more just like a lot of different things, right? None of the maps and like the layouts and the spawns on the maps really facilitate like leaning into a stealth game. Or anything of a stealth game, right? Let's go. It's got a mask on too. That's cute. Okay, bear with me here. They made the new drone for the water thieves, right? The pirates, but they never decided to actually go through the effort of just adding an actual visible gun on the drone.
I can't do the calculations.
Drone loot. Just drone loot. I mean, Joe, that's perfectly fair, right? But like, I'm not like I'm said, like I can't fault the game for its art, but I can fault it for trying to pretend it's a game. And what I mean by that, right, is just in the sense of like, it says a lot of different things about itself in its marketing that I just don't think are currently true. Yeah, like, and every patch has been more artsy, and like, don't get me wrong, all of the maps look so fucking good. I cannot critique the art at all, or the music. Well, it's a lot of that too, beep beep, and it's also just in the sense where like, the stealth doesn't really feel like you're... Interesting. Okay, they removed the iframes, but the stagger is still there. Alright. Alright, I see you. It probably means the knockdown is actually just like no iframes too. So it looks like, well, it doesn't look like, it definitively looks like they removed the iframes from the game, which is fair. But that stagger just instantly deleted me? Michael, I'm not sure if button smashing would have really fixed that. I was dead in a second. Which is fair. I mean, I think my critique at that point is that they were dead quiet, but that is a separate issue entirely. Alright. So no Stillwalker yet. We'll run it back and then we'll avoid that area. 54R. But going back to what I was saying to beep beep, right? Yeah, like it doesn't really feel like when you're stealthy or not stealthy, it's because you did something right or wrong. It felt like you were stealthy or not stealthy from the whims of the game. I mean, I can bring a grenade and see, yeah, sure, why not? I kind of would just prefer a quick time event, I think, at that point, right? Like, don't get me wrong, the button smashing thing is cool, right? But it doesn't really do a good job of demonstrating to the player, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just have a QTE. Alright, so this is not me doing anything right now. That was no inputs. And let me try smashing little, like, literal shit out of buttons. Okay, that was me doing, like, me spamming the shit out of buttons. Should I just, like, time this? I guess I can time this. So, stopwatch. I'm gonna throw a grenade. The second I get knocked down, I'm gonna start a grenade. I'm gonna start a timer. Alright, start the timer. I'm holding W to see if I start moving. 5, 6 seconds on the spot, it looks like. Let me try button mashing now.
Enemy contact. Not sure where.
It may be saved a second. Like, I kind of was looking like maybe like 4.5, 5 seconds as opposed to 5.5, 6. So like, there's something there. Especially considering they're saying there's something there. Wait, am I wearing is this a new? Wait. Wait. What the fuck happened to my backpack or my jacket? Is this a new Masquerade skin? Or is this just cursed for me blowing myself up? What? I think we fucked up the cloth physics. I I think this is the cloth physics. Is this a new skin? No, what is this? This can't be right. Hold on, I gotta see if I can fix this. Wait, sorry, it fixed after I threw the grenade.
That's it for us.
Okay, I think it's fixed. It was something wrong, I think, with the cloth physics. No, it's fucked again. Is it when we're loading? What is going on? Whatever, I'm fat man now. Mass man. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Listen, he's just been he's a little hungry boy. We don't need claw physics where we're going. What the actual fuck?
Whittle them down and we can break out.
Alright, Mr. Stiltwalker, please be here. Hey, Mr. Beefy Boy. I see no stilts. Oh, now it's fixed, okay. It's from ADSing. Interesting.
Miss. Make every shot count.
So like, if I'm fine now. Like, when I ADS it moves in the, I guess, the cloth? I don't know, it's something weird going on with the ADS. We're seeing the underside of his little shirt. I have crab. We're kind of looking for the Stillwalker right now, and we were told that he might spawn this map, so we we're looking around for him.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
Maybe there's not really that many Europa-focused theaters of war, though, if any. I think all of the ones currently in the game really just focus on pissing off Euruska and occasionally Eurasia. Alright, the other thing I want to see if they added into, right, was the sound effects for this bridge lowering. Nope, no sound effect yet. Sad days. Wait, what? Nah, just weird. Weird collision. And that's still working. I guess we can go over to... back to Mesa to see if it spawns.
Everyone for themselves.
The plus side with Mesa, I will say, is we can tell very quickly if it spawns or not, I guess. As opposed to this map, where I think we had to go to the site.
Fully resistant coat.
I'm trying to think, like, the only area where it would spawn an elephant, right, would be the outer area.
Don't miss.
The outer trench line. I mean, it's definitely like a consideration, but in the grand scheme of things, like mech spawning, I feel like it would be better to try to go Mesa again. And like after that, I'd probably be like, well, the pitched fights on Elephant and Scorch, I think, are much rarer than the pitched fights on Mesa. We'll give Mesa like one more shot though. If it doesn't spawn on Mesa, we'll go like just fuck around on different maps. I'm not gonna jam out there next time or this time. I'm not really sure what they can do with Big Green, to be honest. None of the maps that they currently have in the game would fit Big Green, I think. Alright, we have 2 regular sized mechs over there. Like, if Big Green is as big as it kind of feels like Big Green is, like, the only areas we could probably put Big Green are, like, in, like, out of bounds areas.
As long as I'm the last one standing.
That was weird. Yeah, unfortunately, oh, hey, Rat King.
Whittle them down and we can break out. Keep together, man. Keep together.
What the hell just shot at me? Oh, there you are. Stop. Come. Just shoots me and runs away. What a dick. Alright, they can have fun over there. Let's go over to the bunker and see anything new going on over there. Probably not, I would imagine.
Everyone for themselves.
Good little dry in hell. I guess we haven't done Babel yet either. I wonder if Babel is still like a literal hellhole. It's really not, no. Every vendor will sell you like mostly around 500 of each ammo every hour out of character. So like, yeah, like the ammunition's not an issue in this game. What the?
We miscalculated.
What? What just knocked me down? Yeah, I just tripped. Pot shots are not fixed. No, they're. No, I'm sure you said that facetiously. They do seem maybe potentially better though. But I guess like the biggest map to probably go try it on is probably Babel. Babel's like a great map for getting pot shot on. That's exactly it. It's coded to hate on me specifically. 100%. Fuck off. I have no idea. I'm trying to think of like what Europa was would piss off Europa to the point where it would spawn.
Well, we're still here. Let's count for something.
You kind of, Joey, have to like literally try to get picked up by a drone. Alright, I guess now we'll go give Elephant a try to see if it spawns an elephant. We'll go to Ruins too, because Ruins is a great spot for it. Bring in some med kits, because why not? Yeah, this is fine. If we don't see the Stilt Walker back on here, we'll go back to downtown for one or two. See if we can't find any more areas we didn't see already. Shaders. Oh. Oh, there it is. Is it firing missiles at... What's it firing missiles at? Is it just lobbing missiles around? So they're seeking the sun? Right now it's just getting bullied by some drones. All right, well. The holy cow. See you, Pumpkin. There's a few areas on maps where like they'll tier, I guess, spawns or something like that. And like this is the area for some reason, and then like they'll just spawn here and just be here as long as these things are going across the map. So it's got a bunch of missiles. It's got a rotary chain gun for a chin. And that's really about it.
Might be able to avoid them entirely.
Alright. I guess the question is, how angy do you get? So far I would say Rumpel, like every other map in the game, it's beautiful, but it has its flaws that I mean, like, it's hard to give it's hard for me to give a critique just yet, but it does feel like it's gonna have the same issues as all the maps do. I mean, I'm not gonna not try, right? Okay, it does have a slam. All right, all right. It does have a slam attack. It's your open generic. Maybe. It doesn't look like it made it. They might have a pilot if it's very small in there, who knows. Alright, what do I have ammo-wise? Not a whole lot of a lot. Grenade launcher ammo, we'll bring a bit. Alright, we're good there. Heisenberg meds. I guess the big thing now is bringing up pneumatic jump in case we want to like go explore the new map and see if we can break it. Any quests for the new map? Sabotage antennas, okay. Alright, that's done. Find exo hard drives. I guess I need to kill them, maybe? We'll see. Destroy the fuel tank, okay. Yeah, I mean, archaeology, I would love to see more stuff like that too. I guess the question I would have is really like, where would they go? It's more in the sense that Europa's against having like very sophisticated AIs. And it could just be remote piloted too, right? It could be a drone but still have a remote human pilot. We do have that quest Sinai to get some parts for him, so maybe it's doable right now. We need to go kill brawlers for that though. Hey Captain, how's it going? Thanks for the raid. Alright, over yonder we go. Alright, so this is not real, but are you real? You are real, perfect. You're not real though. Oh god. Mistakes were made. So much is not real. Everything is a lie. Are you real? You're real. Congratulations, we have found the way out. We have found the way to avoid combat on this damn map. The upper way. Generic nice. So we need to find antennas, we need to find exo hard drives, I'm guessing it's just killing exos. And then destroy the fuel tank, wherever that might be. Also, I'm curious if this map will ever chill the fuck out with the stutters, or is it actually just like a map issue? I mean, I don't think we're supposed to be up here, to be perfectly quite frank, but it might appear down there. I don't think we're supposed to be up here. If we were supposed to be up here, there'd be infantry everywhere trying to kill us. As seen by every other map in the game. I mean, it could be shader cache, 100%, but like this is like my 4th time playing this map, so if it's 4 times long, we still haven't like compiled all the shaders yet. Can we go in there? Oh, guys, I have bad news. Guys, I got real bad news. I have terrible news, everyone. It's the reality isn't real. The world, it just ends. We're living a lie. It's been good so far, Captain. Just kind of playing around, messing around. I wonder if you're real. Actually, I mean, you don't go much higher than that, though, really. Let's kill me. Let's find out. Oh my god, it's real. Alright, well, that worked out pretty well. Alright, so we're looking for antennas now. We're looking for other things. Fuel tanks. I'm guessing it's all going to be up top, mainly. Let's go check up there first. I did not bring a T-cam, no. Only my jump.
This is it. We decide what happens next. Check those corners.
I definitely feel like an antenna or a fuel tank has to be up here.
Have you got some sort of...
There we go, water tanks. Is there anything up here? This looks like a fuel tank to me. Yeah, I'm guessing I probably need explosives for this, I would imagine. Okay, that does not do it, so we probably need explosives. I mean, that looks like a fuel tank to me. So I'm gonna gamble that's the fuel tank we need to blow up until we actually come back with explosives, and it's not that. Let's go find some explosives. It's looking for the antennas too. Is the path of nowhere? Path of nowhere, understood.
I'm the last one standing.
What the hell is that green light? What? What the hell is that? Like a moth to a fucking flame. Let me in. What cursed magic is this? He says as he floats on nothing. Alright, let's go find some explosives. Alright. Really nothing. The only thing that you care about on weapons really is the silencer and magazine capacity. That's really, I mean, the weapons outside of that matter, like in regards to damage, but like you can't impact those except for the weapon itself. Essentially, accuracy and stability be nothing. That's the TLDR here. If you're picking stats or you're picking attachments off stability and accuracy, just pick off rule of cool. Okay, that looks like an antenna to me.
Good thing I brought my explosives just in case.
Oh, I need more explosives. I should have brought a lot more explosives, understood? It's a cool little like, logistical thing though. That's neat. Yeah, a lot of the buildings like the lattice structures for 3D print. Alright. For the like 3D printed lattice structures look really cool. They have like, yeah, like the melting building fittings or sometimes like the resin's melting. Oh, hey, drill. Don't mind if I do. Any explosives? Oh, I can go up more. What's up here? We have water. Are you in antenna? You're not. Okay, we do have explosives up here. Perfect.
Perfection.
Let's go blow this up and then head back up. Get the other explosives too. I'm mainly concerned about the fuel tank right now, so that's what I really want to find. Back up we go. And there is another explosive. Okay, so blowing up one of the radar towers. I was kind of waiting for that to happen, right? Yeah. Unreals have been deployed. Cause being destroying a mobile radar tower. I can understand that cause and effect. It's perfectly fair. Now let's go see if we can blow up the fuel tank up there. I feel like that the fuel tank up there is the one we're supposed to blow up. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So maybe that wasn't actually the antenna, but that was actually like a dynamic event in the map. Interesting. So we're actually still looking for the antennas. Yeah, it might have been Theaters of War instead. So we're still looking for the actual antennas. Ow. No, it's hunter killers are EODs, grabbers, orgamechs, occasionally a medium mech for Europa, occasionally scramblers if it's a night shift or not. I'm getting very low on meds. All right, I feel like, yeah, there we go. Rip fuel tank. So now we're looking for antennas, which we have not seen yet, apparently. You kind of, I mean, you can keep killing EOD hunter killers, right? They just become like a fly.
Everyone for themselves.
But no, I mean, it's kind of supposed to be the beginning that kind of forces you out of the map eventually. Alright, looking for antennas. They're certainly not referring to these, right? These are not Europa Stiltwalkers. Not Stiltwalkers, but radar towers. But I wouldn't think they're referring to these. It just says radar. Yeah, it's on antenna. Could be in the building over there, perhaps. That's 2 out of 3. That's 3 out of 3. Alright, let's see the antennas over here. Alright, we have our water, we have other things over here. Wouldn't say no to some ammo. It doesn't look different to me either. Well, rather, let me rephrase this. The way your character responds to shooting might be different, but the actual gun mechanics are the same. So like the character looks like they respond better to shooting, like when they're shooting their rifle. I'm not sure if I would say the same about the actual like mechanical recoil itself and like how it plays. That makes sense.
Down and we can break out.
I still haven't found a fucking tower antenna yet. Let's go over here. Oh, there's
Decide
HKs.
what happens next. Taking fire.
Yeah, sure. It's definitely got that kind of like urban hellscape kind of vibe for sure. Are you an antenna? Doesn't appear so.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
Oh, that's just back to where we were. Let's go around this way. Yeah, it was gonna be low for a while. I got grenade launcher rounds if I need to. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a little grabber warning sign. Yeah, fuck me if I know where these antennas are, my god. Maybe. Honestly, it's the safest way of playing the game is just to murder things in front of you. And when you get new ammo every freaking basically whenever you go back to the innards, it's kind of easy. As all maps, it looks beautiful, but I'm not sure if the substance is there. It's hard to give a critique just yet because I'm still learning the maps, but like, I am getting the vibe that there's like not a whole lot here. It's got the whole vibe of every map, right, where it's just like a bunch of like firefights and scattered containers. Yeah, just nanite things. Though with the game being like this being the last map they need to push out, that should stay static unless they start adding more maps again. Well, it's not even loot per se, it's more just like, it's loot plus like the fact that like none of the maps really have areas that feel like high risk, high reward at all. Or even like any variation of that, right? Like low risk, low reward. It's like, the maps just feel like they made a set piece that looks really fucking amazing and then just threw a bunch of stuff on it. I have not seen those antennas yet. Number one, the maps, like, I can't ever fault them for having like not like beautiful maps, right? It's just that unfortunately all the maps just kind of feel like they made the maps and just threw stuff on there. Yeah, we've been to a bunch of the high areas for it so far, and haven't found one yet. Yeah, unless they're referring to the actual factual antennas like these.
What happens next?
Alright, grenades.
What happens next?
I wouldn't say this like they're all high risk, but like they all have the same kind of like risk profile, I would say. All right, now I'm getting actually pretty low on ammo. Is that an antenna? Like, I know it's like a lamppost, right? But like, is it actually, does it count as an antenna? Have we been up there yet? Yeah, it's just like the back way. A lot more thought going into the pathing of maps and cover, yeah, would be very helpful, that's for sure. It would make stealthing probably a lot more plausible. Yeah, this is the area we're at. So this is a back staircase up this way. Good to know. Stop running at Mach 1, you're cheating physics. Yeah, I wouldn't like, I mean, in a like ideal world, maybe. I'm not sure if it needs that much work though. Like a full cover system. Wouldn't say no to something like that though. Alright, any antennas in here? Yeah, ever since they detach the tick rates from enemy infantry, they can sometimes get the zoomies. I got plenty of meds again. Oh no, sizing wise it's great, it's just that it unfortunately just feels like a bunch of like connected pathways. It feels like in a way like a safari, right? I mean, honestly, considering all things considered, considering I've had HKs on me for a while now, they haven't really been that bad. Alright, we found 5 million meds. But no antenna yet. Antenna? Oh, water. Yeah, I should be. I'll have to like actually like read the patch notes and probably play a bit more and actually figure out like the mismatch between the patch notes and what I'm seeing. It's always usually been my thing for the patch notes, right? Is like go over the patch notes, but also like, I'll give like what's not set in the patch notes plus like what they said's been fixed but not really fixed. Still don't know where the fuck these antennas are. It's wild to me I've been on this map for so long, and I'm still looking for these fucking antennas. I feel like I'm probably just blind and I'm just like, I've walked by them like 5 times and I'm just like an idiot. Or it just like literally means the actual like radar towers. I should probably go check to see if that's what they actually mean, to be honest.
last one standing.
At this point, I'm kind of thinking it might actually be the raiders. I think you are correct. So there was one over there that we saw it was 3. So we're looking for 1, which I guess is be all the way over here. What's over yonder? I think just like a spawn area. Yeah, spawn area. That's one other thing too, but like, I haven't seen... I feel like we've done a pretty good job exploring the map so far, so I'm kind of like out of options here other than just trying a radar tower.
What happens next?
That was a nice sized crate.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
Calm down, Masked Man. We're perfectly fine. Alright, there's a radar tower over here. I'm trying to remember where the 3rd one is. I wonder if it's something that we're supposed to like, be shooting too. Maybe it's something like that's outside of the map that we're supposed to shoot. Okay, this is 1. This will tell us immediately this is actually the one we're supposed to kill or not. Okay, no, that wasn't it. That's not it. So I'm kind of feeling like what we're supposed to be killing now is something that's like not maybe interactable. Or like rather like it's not something that we're going to see on the ground, right? It's going to be something that we're seeing in the air that we just need to shoot. I'll try shooting it. That's a good call too, I guess. I didn't do anything. So I guess we're looking for things that look like radar towers now. It could be either or, to be honest. I think it's in that context, it's pretty ambiguous.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
Yeah, Quest, do the thing. Figure out what the fuck the thing is. Understood. Big true. And maybe it's hiding until we ask how it is. I wonder if that's something up there. Let me hit back up top. I'm kind of curious what that is over there. All right, well, bye. See, it's only Sabotage if it comes from the Sabotage region of France. Otherwise, it's just called Destruction. No, that's just, yeah, those are just those things. Huh. Oh, there's a subway. I don't think we can go into. What are you there? You look weird. Are you just skulls? You're just skulls.
This is it. We decide what happens next.
Oh, interesting. That's neat. Protected from grenade spam. Alright, well, I am at a fucking loss for where, these antennas are. I feel at this point we've explored most of the freaking map. Really? There we go. If I was an antenna, what would I be? Where would I be? What the? You're breaking the rules!
Whittle them down and we can break out.
You've already been in that building before, I didn't sign anything there. Stop randomly shooting me. I mean, it walks around on all fours. Do I have motion blur on? I don't think I had motion blur on, do I? Unless like on by default. Oh, why did it turn itself on? Name a more classic example of artists like forcing something down, like forcing it or like a setting no one wants. Motion blur and oh, this map looks different now without motion blur. My God. Michael, you've been saying I should extract like the last 20 minutes. Alright, that ain't it. Yeah, I didn't read the patch notes, but no, yeah. I've always turned on motion blur / I always turn off motion blur, and I turn off like all the cinematic settings like film grain and shit like that.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
That was close enough to the point where he would have been a 3-shot me before I could even respond, and I was at max HP, which means anyone else dies there. Oh God. Alright, antennas, where are you at?
I think they spotted us.
Alright, I'm getting a little low on ammo. just a wee bit. Are you an antenna? No. Huh. Well, I think we give it a solid try. We looked for antennas for a while. They did not want to be found. I don't really trust this direction right now. I got 2 shots left. The HK's over there. The illusion of choice. All right, to the right. Where the hell are these antennas?
Make every shot count.
Like, am I just like blind and just ignored them, or just like there's something like weird I need to do? That was a solid like what 40-minute run of the new map.
I hope you bastards at home appreciate this.
Hey, I was on the spot. 40-minute run. I have impeccable ability to tell time. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that there's been a quest. A scanner would not be the worst idea either, to be honest. Yeah, just bring tech him in. Let's bring in ye old scanner. Okay, so I know what exactly, we saw those before. Do I just need to shoot it perhaps? Okay, I know what we're looking for now from the picture. The question is, how do we interact with it? Do we need to bring an explosive? Do we need to shoot it? Do we just need to like melee it or something? Alright, let's go to our vendors here. Some more 5.56. Maybe explosives, but like if we need to bring explosives, we're gonna have issues in it no matter what, unless we bring like a lot more. Or go over to like the rack or something, right? So the antennas are gonna be the small little things. I know where at least one of them is. The question, I guess, is going to be like, does it require explosives to kill them? They're really dinky and small, though. It feels like explosives would be overkill.
Wake up, rinse and repeat.
I do only know where one of them is, for like a fact. I wonder if it will show up on TACAM, though. What do you mean? Can you elaborate, Cyanide? I'm not sure if I follow. Okay, that was me blowing up the radar towers. Okay, HKs, makes sense. Or blowing up the mobile radar for Europa. I have no idea what it does yet, or it does yet, until I do outlet 3 radar towers. But no, it should be up here. I'm curious if it shows up on TAC cam though.
Don't miss. Every shot counts.
I don't think I see it on TAC cam.
I think they spotted us.
Oh my god, they're so fucking fast. What the hell? Might be one more level up, I think. Yeah, it's one more level up, I think. It's like up here. DeLorean, who's hyping it up? What, can you point to me people who are overhyping it? Someone can like something and not overhype it. That's perfectly fine. Okay, here it is. I don't think anyone's treating it like the second coming of Jesus. People are praising its artwork, but like, I'm critical of its gameplay. A lot of people are critical of its gameplay. This one was in the picture. This is like what it was. Bring an explosive over real quickly. Okay, they do want explosives for this? Alright. I feel like a grenade launcher should be able to blow that up, though.
We decide what happens next.
Alright, so it didn't show up on TAC cam, but it wants explosives. I mean, if you point to me something, if you point to me a Stan who's just saying that, like, the game is flawless and has no issues at all, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna agree with you that they're overhyping it and they're not being, you know, they're misleading you. But if someone just says like, I really like the art, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. The art is good. All right, so we need to look for the other antennas. We know what they look like now, at least.
Perfection.
That's perfectly fair. I mean, like, there's plenty of people who will like blindly just like accept the game, right? And I don't fault you for that. Like, for example, I think Tarkov's had issues for a long time, but some people are like so bought into Tarkov, or they do get a bit blinded by all of Nikita's mistakes. But don't worry, now I am very, very critical of this game, despite me enjoying it. What's his name? Phil, Clips, I think, made a video yesterday on the game, or put out a video yesterday on the game, and like, I really do agree with a lot of his points. Yeah, I mean, people are just tired of the rat race of Tarkov, right? Just the constant, just like, oh, hey, yeah, every 6 months get a wipe, keep it fresh.
Everyone for themselves.
All right, so we know what they look like now. We just need to find them. I wonder if there's one up there we just missed. I really need to make sure there's not one up there. Hey, Mongoose. I do think well, it's not even real. I do think the biggest thing I will say is I will say their marketing videos and Rillo's videos are both overhyping. I will agree with that sentiment that, like, and I can't fault for them to overhype their own game, But I do think Rillo doesn't really... Rillo does a good job of selling the game despite him not working for Fundog. And to the point where, like, it does feel like it is... I don't want to say as malicious as disingenuous, but it gets to the point where I could honestly say that, and I would not feel guilty about it. I feel like I can make a compelling argument that it does feel like almost too disingenuous. Granted, it could have been just not Rillo seeing far enough behind the scenes to know that. So it's not malicious. Hey, Doomblade. This is downtown LA. Alright, is there one up here? Don't see it up here. Alright, so this middle area is clear of antennas, it looks like. Yeah, I can't really fault Rillo if he's told one thing and shown one thing, but like, and then like reports on that. Just, if I could just like remove it as opposed to add. What's the worst thing in the game right now? Honestly, well, like, the only problem is I wouldn't want to remove anything without adding something else in it, and instead, something I could honestly probably just remove from the game in a heartbeat, and I don't think all would be lost. It'd be staggering. I kind of feel like if you're getting to the point where you would get knocked down by something, it should probably kill you. And I feel like if you're getting to the point where you're getting staggered, you should be aim punched. Having just played Fear for 5 hours, I much prefer getting aim punched as opposed to staggered, especially if they're removing iframes. I do think removing iframes is good, don't get me wrong, but like having the stagger just needs to go now. Just make it aim punch. I think aim punch and aim punch is slow. Like aim punch, which knocks your aim off and slows you down, does a good enough job of punishing players for taking damage. Then you don't need to stagger them too. And like the question is like in regards to getting knocked down, I guess the question would be like, what would be something that knocks you down but doesn't kill you? Aim punch is this, Mongoose. So like, say for example, I'm aiming here and I take damage, it will change my center point of impact, right, temporarily, before potentially moving me back, or I have to reset it myself. Essentially, it means as you take damage, where you're aiming is going to change. And some games do it more aggressively than others, right? But like, say for example, if I was fighting something in Fear, like I was shooting them and then like I would get hit, like midstream, my cursor would jump a bit, right? And maybe if I'm moving, it's like it's slowed down too. That's aim punch. Essentially, imagine if you were holding a gun and aiming and you're getting punched after you get shot. That's aim punch. And it's essentially like a very light way of crowd control without actually taking agency away from the player, right? I actually have not seen the new trailer or the patch notes yet. We went straight from playing Fear into this. So I haven't like really read or like watched anything yet. I mean, the question was like, what would I remove from the game if I could? And like, that'd be like the one thing that I would remove in the game would be like, I would remove the stagger and just have it be an aim punch, basically. I do think removing the iframes is really good though. Like, I'm happy they removed the iframes. It's way more punishing now. And I guess the question I would have instead of that, like, is in the sense of like, I would rather get aim punched aggressively than staggered. Am I missing an antenna? Wait, you said antenna. Am I not? You can't just say antenna wildly.
Everyone for themselves.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, don't worry. I'm looking.
Let's get out.
I'll take a gander to this front, for sure and tidy. Yeah, like in the sense of like, if I would rather this the game kill you as opposed to lock you in some like weird animation with iframes. And now we got the iframes removed. Now it's just about getting rid of the actual stagger. And like if they want to keep knockdown in the game too, I don't mind the concept of knockdown, but like it needs to be done in a way where you're not robbed of agency, right? It can put you in a bad spot, but just like kind of like, for example, Helldivers knockdown. When you get knocked down in Helldivers, right, you're presented with a few options. You can still shoot when you're knocked down. You can, you know, stand back up. You can do lots of different things when you get knocked down in Helldivers too, right? You're not just like locked on the ground for 5 seconds while you're getting murdered.
This is it.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100% Mongoose. I mean, at least this point, at least this way, Michael, like when you get stagger chained or chain like staggered, at least you just die as opposed to being tortured for the next minute because of the iframes.
Check those corners.
All right, well, interesting. And they do a really good job of hiding these fucking antennas, not gonna lie. I just don't think it has a place in this game, to be honest. The knockdown, sure, but the knockdown needs a lot of like supplemental work to make it worthwhile.
Make every shot count.
Oh god, I'm so fucking dead. Like right there, right? It's just staggered into instant death. I'm really curious what the second and third are. Like, the first is up here. Where's the other two? You'd be surprised, actually, Blood. The fact that I couldn't get to cover. Like, you'd be surprised. There's a good chance I could save myself there if I just didn't get staggered immediately. So, let me think. Do I really want to grind this quest a bit more? Let's take a break from the quest and like let's see how Babel is right now and see if Babel's still shit crazy. I mean, I saw them, but like I wasn't gonna start murdering all of them because I just feel like too many. I was trying to get around them. All right, let's see here. Why I'm not gonna torture myself for no reason, Michael. You also you say Babel stealth, like stealth's the fucking thing in this game. Alright, let's bring our jump. I'm really just kind of curious if, like, the drone hell is still the drone hell. I mean, it's all the ones we know about, Doom. It's all the ones we know about currently.
Got gotta keep a record in the event of my death. As long as I'm the last one standing.
I don't hear any drones. Alright, we're good there. I don't hear 5 million drones right now. Did they chill out on the drones?
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
Holy shit, did they actually chill out on the drones? Where I wonder if maybe doing our thing on the new map changed it. No Euruscan drone jet, interesting. I wonder if it's because of our antenna thing, but we blew up a European one, not a Eurusca one. That's a new effect down there, the little like lightning. Yeah, that's gnarly. Alright, if we go... We'll get the elevator going, there's the helicopter. The building is still floating. I mean, sure. I mean, like, well, I mean, like Bagman, Maskman, and the other grenade launcher really works, right?
Eyes on us.
There's not really much point in mech farming, though. I mean, if you're trying to get Prestige 50, I guess, but, like, there's not really a point past Prestige 25, right? The only reason they have Prestige 50 in the game is to accommodate Gunhead. Well, that kind of contradicts the Kessler effect, right, Jimblade? Which they seem to push. Not saying you're wrong, but like that would contradict something that we previously know or been told. Yeah, okay, I mean, the Godexes do sell a lot, but like... At a certain point, and very quickly, you just don't really need money anymore in the game. If you're still like getting everything, sure, but like you very quickly cross the threshold where you just don't need that anymore. Money is just kind of exists. The Kessler effect, Doomblade? The Kessler effect is essentially the effect of like cascading, you know, debris fields in orbit, essentially causing more debris fields. So like say for example, like you get to a critical mass where satellites start knocking out, like satellites crash into other satellites, which create more debris, which crash into more satellites, which creates more debris, to the point where all of your orbital rings above the Earth are so littered with debris that you're confined to your planet. It's essentially any launches into space would hit that debris field, destroy whatever you launched, and add more to the debris field. It essentially means that you're now in a tomb world, or a world that can no longer, like, is spacefaring. For at least a very, very long time. And that was a big thing that was pushed by, I think, Rillo in one of his videos, is that, you know, the world's confined by the Kessler effect. If you've seen the movie Gravity, Gravity essentially is the Kessler effect. Yeah, Babel plays the same, basically. There was a brief period early on where the drones were a lot more chill, but... The Eurosco strike team is like the infantry? Oh, you mean Mr. Cold Cuts? I haven't seen Cold Cuts yet, so I couldn't actually say. I have yet to find a Cold Cuts Codex. There we go. Cold Cuts Codex. It's a fucking mouthful. I don't really have that much for decal, actually. Let's get 762, I guess, go over RPK for a bit. Vendors. 762. EP, yeah, if your main reluctance of playing the game was performance, the performance has gotten better over time. Especially last patch. Last patch was a very big one, so if you haven't played since last patch and you had performance issues, you can definitely try it out now. I'm not gonna guarantee the game fixed itself for you, but lots of people have reported that they get a lot better frames now, better performance. But still plenty of people who, you know, have issues. I guess I should probably bring a regular backpack for this. I'm doing this with explosives. Yep, you come back. And then 762. And then some meds. Yeah, hopefully it should be better for you now. Let's see. Sure, we can do the fielding again, why not? I wouldn't consider it that high risk, to be quite frank. It was pretty easy, walk in, blow it up, and get out. Yeah, Pilp Studios is what basically I was referring to, right? See Agent Golem. I think his video is quite fair. That's actually a big point though, Untidy, is people don't know what's going on. Like they have to rely on shorter range methods, or like, for example, high orbital, like high altitude platforms to like relay messages, or they just like, for example, the AIs are just sending infantry or reinforcements to areas where they know the conflict is, unaware of what the conflict actually is happening currently in that location. That's why you can have kind of areas of the world that are kind of stuck in perpetual conflict, because the AIs just send stuff there to fight. Yeah, I'm surprised they did that approach too, and it kind of like reinforces my whole concept of the way they did guns is just a giant mistake. But, you know, to each their own. I don't think there's anything here for us, unfortunately. Yeah. Man, where the hell are these other fucking antennas? Oh, wait, there's a fucking drill here? You can drill into this? I want to go into the subway. Fuck that, yeah. Between both my accounts, probably like around 500-600. But keep in mind, I've been streaming this game since it launched September of last year, so it's 500-600 hours off streaming and gaming for almost a year now.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
So like a good solid chunk of that's like making videos and shit. I mean, say that, but like basically make it like 10 hours a week for an entire year, and that like kind of explains it, right? 52 weeks in a year, 10 hours a week. Basically tracks.
Down and we can break out.
You should have more than I do now. Alright, we did find a drill over here last time. Let's go find the drill. I hear a mech. That's a rescue medium mech, okay.
Everyone for themselves.
I need to go find the drill over here. So now I know you can drill into the subway. I want to drill into the subway.
Whittle them down and we can break out.
The water, it wasn't really a time gate per se, but no, oh, it's over here too. Are they all just over here? That would tilt me so hard. I'm guessing they're probably all over here, by the way.
Please, give me time.
Wait, did you not blow up?
Trying to carefully extract the good stuff.
What do you want me to do? Okay, there it goes. I'm guessing they're all over here, which kind of tilts me, to be not gonna lie.
Contact.
I'm guessing the last one's over here somewhere on the opposite side of this. Could be up top too. It's not over here.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
Sorry, Tiny, what do you mean? But no, the water system basically now, all it does is like it's an entry fee and that's about it. There's no IRL timer anymore. Oh, for sure. I mainly just hate it because it's impossible. Like, I don't conceptually mind the idea, but like, you really need to make sure you market your game like that, right? All right. Considering there's two over here, the third one has to be over here too. Wait, what? It still only counts as one? What about the top one then? Is there one on top too? Let me go up top, because it didn't count that one we just blew up. So we just go check up here real quick. Yeah, there's one right here too. Hold on. Let me try blowing up this one. Game, please. Game, please. Fuck off. I'm busy. Gabe. Help me help you. I mean, like, be like right here, maybe? They just drop it off the fucking wall. Fucking, there we go, my god. And yeah, I'm guessing it does it in order, right? First, second, third. So no matter what, whatever one you blow up first is gonna be first. Which means you can't do this consecutively, you have to do it all at the same time. Alright. Alright, let's go find this last one. E-nugget. Something flavored? Does that say cobalt flavored? Nanocellular preog. Psychoactive substitute. No side effects reported. Ethically manufactured. Nutrition without the paint? Used with protection, guaranteed 100%. Minor chance of terminal poisoning. Alright. I'm sure they had fun with that. A little cute. Alright, let's see if it's down here. There's a drill. Now all we need is a fucking, like, poster advertising to become a grin. I wonder if it's over here, actually. Holy shit. We blew that up over here. What's over here? There it is. There that piece of shit is. We found it, boys. After hours of looking, it's all in the same goddamn area. Oh, it worked the first time, too. This is beautiful. We did it. Alright, now I'm really interested in here. I'm gonna go fucking drill into that goddamn subway.
As long as I'm the last one standing. Keep together.
Alright. I can't wait for this subway to be, like, empty. Though, I mean, there is that, what's it called? That, like, one weird room. I wonder if there's actually, like, that would be fucking huge, I'm not gonna lie. I would be pretty pumped. I am definitely overselling myself right now on the subway. Alright, you goddamn gooners, calm down. There's that one weird room, right, that we saw earlier at the very beginning. Wonder if we can drill into that too. Is this just an alternate exit? And because we didn't spawn on the other side, we can't... I mean, I like the idea. I kind of knew this was gonna be the fucking case. I'm sad now. I like the idea of a drillable exit, though. Oh, there's nothing there. You could see the nothingness. Doom, you fucking gooner. But also, you were, Doom, you are wildly taking that out of context, actually. The reason they get depressed is because they thought there's no future without having the ability to procreate, right? Like, lust is a factor of it, sort of, kind of, not really, but, like, it's more about, like, there is no future, right? The only thing they had, like, left going for them was getting old and trying to survive, but there's no future. That's why the soldiers were fucking trying to, like, almost, like, killing themselves, right? And that's why, the sergeant, lieutenant, whatever his name is, like, promised them woman, because he needed to, like, give them hope to keep them from offing themselves. So it wasn't just, like, about lust, don't get me wrong, there might have been, like, some motivations there in regards to that, but it was more about the ability to, like, exist into the future. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. There's a way out. Okay, the next thing I need to figure out is, like, is there a way we can get into here? Like, do we need a drill or explosives? Wait, there's water there. You can see, we're supposed to be able to, there's, okay, either they're taunting us. Hold on here. I need a drill. I need another drill. We're coming back here. I'm gonna bring explosives and a drill here. I don't think there is, though. I mean, I could clip, if I really wanted to, I could clip through. Actually, hold on here. Michael, I know what I need to do. And I have the willpower, but we need to come back. I know the solution to this. There is a way. An unholy way. It's gonna require great willpower and many explosives. Well, not that many, though. We're coming back to this place. I have an idea. We'll bring some drills, too, and explosives to see if there's actually like a legitimate way in. That's my HP, Colin. A big magazine, a big, like for example, you can change your weapon attachments, Colin. So like, your stock magazine for your like AK is gonna be 30 rounds, but you can get other magazines that are like carry more rounds, basically. So for example, I'm using an AK right now, or an RPK right now with 100 rounds as opposed to 30. So I can shoot for longer before having to reload. What do you mean by as an only bonus? It's really only bonuses right now. Like there's not really that much detail to weapon attachments at all.
Wake me up in a year.
It's really just strictly better. And that's kind of how most weapon attachments right now. It's just strictly better. There's not really a downside for using most things. Okay. It's just yes. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to bring in some grenades. Bring in meds first too. Bring in our ammo also, grenade launcher, shotgun. But if we go over to, like, for example, say the RPK here, customize, we have the magazine, right? So we have 30 round to like 40 round or so on and so forth. And there's really not a downside for bringing in the biggest magazine you can. And what we want here is we want to bring a few drills to see if that works. We're going to bring in explosives too to see if we need to blow it open. And all else going to hell, we have our alternate solution. We probably just need regular grenades. I honestly would be surprised if they ever touched guns again. I think guns need it, but I don't think they're going to touch them again. Considering, like, March was, like, the big guns update, and, like, we got what we got, I just don't see them touching them again. Okay, our HP's bugged. We have our HP says 0 right now. That's just a UI bug. It is still perfectly fine. We still have what we had before, just that it's kind of buggy. I'm kind of waiting for progression still, to be honest. I thought we would have progression by now, but maybe not.
To be faster than the slowest human.
All right, back to the holy room. So first things first, we're gonna see if there's a drill we can maybe drill open to or not blow it up. And save that. We have our potential fourth way through. Okay, I don't see anything drillable. And I don't think explosives are doing anything. Nope. So that means... Yup. Are we supposed to get in here in other ways? I mean, there's water in here, right? It feels like you're supposed to be able to get into here. The throne? There's a gotcha. Plenty of loot in here, plenty of water.
Carefully extract the good stuff.
Yeah, by the way, you can glitch through doors and things with the grenades. Look, this is a fucking bar? This is literally a bar. Maybe? Doesn't feel like it feels like a different NPC entirely. Get a gun thrown. Cyborg head. Lots of water down here. That's just straight death. That's a toilet. That's a nice toilet. I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Get it? Because he's taking a shit. Yeah, just like a bar, I guess. It's cool. I guess it's gonna be used later on, maybe for cutscenes and shit. Alright, well, that works. I mean, I find that they're gonna do something with this room. Honestly, this just shows me that they can make indoor areas cool. And they refuse to. Wait for it, and jump. If you have trouble getting through the wall, jump. Jumping helps knock you through terrain a bit better. I mean, please do. If they want to fix bugs, I'm not gonna say no. Hell, I'm sure if they could, they would fix it in a heartbeat, because that same bug is what knocks you through terrain on multiplayer and into the void. It's just using the bug, that bug in a beneficial way.
Both signs point to death here.
Let's go blow up a fuel tank. Oh, don't worry, I'm taking damage. Don't you worry. This is only a mere, like, UI glitch, not an actual, like, infinite health glitch. You can still very much die. Oh god, frames. I don't think it fixes it. Or if it does, it doesn't do it for very long, because the reason why it happened is still in there. Yeah, it's still bugged. The only way I know about fixing this bug is restarting your game. Like, it's cursed until you restart. No, yeah, this got some shader issues, I think.
Everyone for themselves.
Up we go. I haven't gotten it free par. How much VRAM do you have? There, up we go. Yeah, we saw the new unit on Elephant. So we'll go back there and see if it's still there. With a grenade launcher, see if we can blow it up. Apparently someone's saying it got a trophy system, so maybe it can intercept grenade launcher rounds. We'll see, I guess. The big thing we do know it has a melee slam. Alright, we're good there. Maybe. I mean, like, I think even with the newer Stiltwalker, right, they're kind of like having trouble figuring out where to put it, right? It's big enough to the point where, like, not a lot of maps will fit it. Alright, let's blow up this little popsicle stand. Alright, that's gonna blow. Is it gonna blow? Did I put it in the right spot? What is going on with these, like, little areas that I need to put this in? There it goes. why not both cyanide? Why not both?
Maybe it'll be too busy eating something else.
The downtown Los Angeles map, I like it. It's got it. I mean, like, once again, it's a really nice. It's a nice map, but it has the same issues as every other map in the game, right? Where it's just, it feels like a bunch of pathways. It feels like it's taking you on a scenic trip, but like, it's like if you're going on a scenic highway, right? Like the part of the journey is you just traveling on the highway, but like there's no like stopping areas really on any of these maps. There's no places of interest. The walking around is the interest.
Eyes on us. Spread out.
And so yeah, it's a nice map. It's just that it doesn't really. I don't think it's gonna solve the issues I have with with the current map design. Or rather, it doesn't. It's like we journey to like this dense urban environment just to walk around the streets and then leave. It's not even like it's a linear map, right? There's plenty of pathways to the map, but like it's a bunch of streets without like any of the buildings to do anything. And like, you know, that like, yeah, I don't know. I want them to start putting set pieces on maps. Like the injector site of Frozen Swamp is a great example of an actual set piece on a map that you go to Frozen Swamp to visit, right? Like, hey, I'm going to Frozen Swamp to go to the injector site to like do X, Y, and Z. Well, this map, it's like I'm going to downtown Los Angeles to walk around downtown Los Angeles. I'm not going to the police station, really. I'm not going to like, say, the subway. I'm not going to like a market. I'm not going to a certain location on the map. I'm just going to the map. I do think Dragon, like a philosophy like that would be useful, of like having certain hotspots on maps that factions can control or not control, and have them issue fights from those areas, right? And sometimes maps might be in control of only one faction, which can make it play differently, right? I'm not sure if they can. I think... I mean, they have a level designer, and I think he does they do a great job in regards to making maps aesthetically pleasing, but like, I don't see them suddenly changing that paradigm anytime soon, or if all. So I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Or rather, I wouldn't bet on it, personally.
Wake me up in a year.
Considering I've been raising this issue for a very long time and none of the maps have been changed in any capacity. Not that I'm saying that they should be, but like, it is my pet peeve of the maps. And it's a recurring, like, it's the reason why, for example, Frozen Swamp's the only map that I think actually feels anywhere near complete. I would actually say a lot of maps have trouble with that. The few maps that do it well do it well. Like, for example, think of Stairway, right? Fucking Stairway. Oh my god, Stairway's a fucking map? Are you kidding me? It's literally just walking up a fucking staircase. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, but like, where's the fucking gameplay? So, I mean, like, so, I know I'm being kind of mean here, but holy shit. This map for grinding brawlers is gonna be a scrapyard, bar none. I kind of want to see the Stiltwalker one more time before I start brawler farming, because I want to see if he's killable. Frozen Swamp is like, yeah, the only map to me that feels like it does a good job of balancing aesthetics and gameplay. And like weirdly enough, it does the great thing too, where it really leans on the out of bounds areas and out of the map areas to inject the map with like its ambiance or its scale, right? It doesn't rely on the in-game play areas for that. All right, let's see if we can find a Stillwalker on Mesa. I'm gonna try Mesa once for Stillwalkers. Man, I'm getting low on water. Gotta stop playing vibe mode and start picking up water.
Breathe up here. But the mask helps.
Alright, Stilty. So I don't pick up water, I don't really quest that hard. And when I only play when I stream, and I just don't bother doing stuff I don't want to do on stream, it means I have negative water supplies. Also, there's this fun thing too, when you make video content for this game, of having to reload into map because things don't always spawn. Like, see if I'm trying to get like footage of like unit X, Y, and Z, and they don't always spawn on the map, it means that like sometimes I'm refreshing maps and just draining that water. Alright, no Stilty. I wonder if it's just like a better off like chances going to Elephant to get Stilty. Oh, players can give water. They can just join my game and give me water. It's really not a big issue, I can tell you right now. All it takes me to do is like actually sit down and try to get water for a bit. Like I could restock it in like a heartbeat. I honestly feel, Dragon, for sure, that like, I feel like the special units are almost too common, right? I feel like seeing a medium mech or like seeing a mech should be like a spectacle, right? It shouldn't be very commonplace. And I almost would feel like those units that like the medium mechs that spawn in shouldn't, like, they should almost like not even be a traditional unit in most regards. Oh, there's Copper, there's not. There's not one. That is a firm critique of the game currently, that there is not really a driving pressure for players right now. That I did a poll like a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, I think, about like the removal of water and loss of tension. And like they don't need to like reinvent or re-add water back in, right? But if they do need to like think of systems, or like I think it's a problem that does need to be addressed, right? That like there isn't a vacuum where the pressure should be to push players forward. Like if you merely want players to play your game off wanting to experience the vibe of your game, sure, but I can tell you right now, there's plenty of players who do want that pressure going forward. And if you don't want to appeal to them, fine. I mean, that is what it is, right? But you're gonna get reviews saying that like there's no pressure in this game at all. This game doesn't feel like it's driving you in any capacity. Alright, let's go see if the Stillwalker spawns an elephant. Well, we know he does, but I'm curious if it spawns, like, consistently. Alright, I'm not gonna spend 5 water for you. We're broke over here. Oh, cyanide, 100%. And I feel like because cyanide. I feel like because they like because they're so common, because they function like normal units, they don't feel special at all, and they don't feel deadly at all either, really, right? They kind of feel derpy. RPF, I'm not really sure if, like, I've brought the things of wipes before, but, like, I don't want wipes just for the sake of wiping people's progress, right? I want, like, if they're going to be wipes in the game, I want them to be, like, narrative wipes, right? Like, wipes to facilitate a purpose within the game, not merely just resetting players' progress for the sake of resetting progress, right? Like, in a way they can act like that, but, like, that should not be their drive purpose, right? They should be a narrative weight in the game. They should, like, kind of show the cyclical nature of the violence here, right? And, like, how, no matter what, like, you are subject to these cycles of violence. And that they, like, you know, they reset each other and they continue, right? It's not, like, an if you're getting it rated, but when. Like, a sudden rate if you're in two, like, that's one way of doing it. Like, if you do more than you're supposed to do, and if you get too famous or infamous, right, you do get targeted. Or, for example, like, say you need certain things from certain factions to, like, facilitate internet upgrades, that might start you down a track of being too noticeable, right? Or say, for example, if you are a player who's, like, played for a long time and you want to engage in wipes, there might be a narrative way of doing that as opposed to just saying on the homepage, reset progress. Yeah, Rat King's friendly. Rat King's a scav. Rat King is friend. Well, Rat King is friend to some of the people, not me. Our holy cow is there. Side 100%, like, it needs to have, like, it needs to be grounded in lore and grounded in kind of like the cycle of violence. It needs to be grounded in the game design and not just an arbitrary, like, go get wiped. Alright, I do not see our Stillwalker King. Let's go find out if I can, like, shoes. I don't know, Untidy. I mean, Rat King's cool and all, but, like, it is just kind of like, I don't know, eh. Oh, 100% beep beep, like, yeah, like, there needs to be more tools for, like, there needs to be investments, like, if they're gonna call their game an anti-shooter, right, like, you know, they're gonna prioritize not using violence or shooting as a means of conflict resolution. There needs to be tools for doing so, right? And the distraction grenade is part of that. But I'm not gonna lie, I can't phrase this any better the way that I currently can. It all just fucking points to level design. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want to be a dick, but at the same time, it's just fucking level design. Where's my Rat King at? Did he, like, despawn and not respawn after that? Huh.
I think they spotted us.
Oh, there. What are you doing up there? What the hell, Rat King? I always kind of thought, in my opinion, Dragon, that, like, I always thought the game would be less focused on, like, you having tons of combat happening around you. I could blaspheme. Do I want to blaspheme? He's shaking his head no. Alright, Rat King, you can live today.
I think they spotted us. That's it for us.
I can't recall the last thing Rat King's done anything for me. They fixed a few of the Europa medium mech hitboxes or hit issues. They should be around 170k if I recall correctly. Well within the range of like getting murdered by a grenade launcher spam. So it's about like, you know, like 17, 18, 19, 20 grenade shots to kill one.
What happens next?
Actually, while I'm here, I might as well loot a little bit. People were saying it works now with the grenade launcher. If we find one, I guess we can start hitting it. I mean, you could kind of stagger the. I'll have to see what they mean by stagger on the grabber, because I'm familiar with like being able to like ward the grabber away via shooting it. I'm kind of curious if that's what they meant. Here's one. I wonder if this still works. Hold on. No. Okay. It didn't work perfectly. It kind of wanted to work, but not really. Oh, hey. See you, the fucking devil. Oh no, I did jump, Michael. All right, so apparently you get staggered now from a grenade launcher. So. Oh, okay. That's like that's an actual stagger. Get punked, bitch. Okay, it's got a pretty decent cooldown on the stagger. Toro. Ow, hey, that's fucking piece of shit. You know, it only gets staggered once. Yeah, there it goes again. It's got a long cooldown between staggers, though. Yeah, well, that's all that got big. Yeah. 100%. I do agree with the whole concept of unkillables as being. If people are having issues with unkillables in your game, like what's the reason why unkillables exist, right? Is because like if they were killable at room of detention, well maybe they shouldn't have so much ammunition that they could actually realistically kill one. No, RPF, if nothing's changed, they're only killable with the railgun, which is locked behind group content. All right, just give you Frozen Swamp again. Yeah, I mean, it buys you some time if you're like a second away from getting away, or like you need to like get to like a high ground, I guess. It will buy you enough time. Alright, that away is heist and then that. Let's go over to some gunhead so we can save some meds. Oh, I'm below the water threshold for Heisenberg, or what's his name right now? The vendor guy, the backpack guy. Womp womp. I don't need his help anyway. That was a long time ago, by the way. I mean, I don't mind that conceptually, right? Just, yeah, like, make sure units don't kiss for a fucking like 30 minutes, just have them kill each other.
It is as you humans
Like I feel like,
a good day.
oh, we were just messing with it. Yeah, it has so Michael, the stagger works with the dog, but then it has really long like recovery times between when you can stagger it. So like if you stagger it, it's got like a 30-second cooldown before you can stagger it again. I kind of just feel like, well, I don't disagree, Cyanide. I'm more in the sense of like, why does the railgun exist in the capacity anyway? That's my more pressing concern, is like, why is this even in the game?
Dumping target.
Like, it feels like a very like half-assed backwards way of solving the unkillable issue. And like, it's, people don't, I feel like I can speak for a decent amount of people here too. It's not that people feel like the unkillables, like they want to kill the unkillables. It doesn't feel proportional. It doesn't feel like it's scaled right. When you have units that like the shield officer with an exposed face, how they're invincible. It's not because they want to kill them. It's because the cognitive dissonance of like, this doesn't make any sense. And like, weirdly, it doesn't make any sense too, considering that we can kill a medium mech. Like when you show me the ability to destroy a medium mech with a grenade launcher, and then you show me a shield officer, what is the, like, how? What? Why is one unkillable and one's not? Opals too, right? Like opals are small, like opals are smaller than exos. Why can we kill an exo but not an opal? Like, the consistency is just, it feels very picky and choosy and inconsistent. The players want to find laws in your game, right? Like, what is okay and what's not. And it doesn't need to make sense IRL, it just needs to make sense in the game. Why is X unit invincible, but Y is not?
Dumping targets.
It doesn't have to be realistic. It just needs to make sense in and of itself, to itself. There are plenty of sci-fi settings that have weird, not realistic shit, and people are okay with because it has internal logic. That one's done. Schematics and cargo.
Under fire from multiple vectors. Seek cover immediately.
I'm not sure if it is a weak spot thing though, to be honest. I know, like, I hope it is. I'm not sure if it is though.
Remove my safety.
100% cyanide, yeah. I just, like, that's the whole thing, right? Or for example, why is the medium mech killable but Toothy is not? Like, what makes Toothy so much more special and unkillable than other medium mechs? Like, that's the issue with unkillables for me, right? It's like, I don't mind the fact there's unkillables. I think there's better ways of doing it, but it just seems so internally inconsistent.
We have the munitions to remove the threat.
Like, I would rather, like, personally, the way I would see it balanced is that you can kill them, but like the ammunition and the means you would need to kill them is like, A, they're insanely lethal, and B, they're not regularly worth the resources it would take to kill them for you. Like, if you want to stockpile for a while and say, like, save up Like, say for example, if each grenade launcher shot you find is like highly valuable, if you want to save up a dozen grenade launcher shots to take down a special, sure, but that's going to do two things. It's first going to be a big resource expenditure on your part, and B, it's going to attract the attention of hunter killers or like other, like say for example, if you stock up to go kill like say Mr. Cold Cuts, and you kill Cold Cuts, and like, you know, you steal like his spine or whatever, right? Well, suddenly you're now on Yureska's watch fucking list, their shit can list, right? Because you suddenly have shown yourself a threat. Like, sure, you have this cool thing that you killed like a very high unit for, but like, you're now gonna suffer the wrath of putting yourself on their radar. And like, you can make it to the point where like, yeah, it's like you can kill these units, but you really shouldn't.
Too many threats to track.
Or maybe like you can make it a late game thing too, right? Like say, like that could be sort of part of like the wipe we talked about earlier, right? Where, hey, maybe there's like these really super, my game just crashed? Okay. Maybe there's like these really strong like late game inner upgrades, right? And they require certain components from specials, but like you going through this loop and trying to acquire these items is going to put you on some very big you know, shit can lists, and it might put you on a timer, right? Of like, hey, you might have this. It could be a cool way of providing a power spike to players during the end time of a wipe, where you get to be that guy for say a week in game or a month in game. But like, it's not a question of if you get knocked out, it's when you get knocked out, because they're coming for you. And they're eventually gonna knock your innards out and make you move or make you reset. So it could be a way of providing some catharsis or like a power spike to players temporarily. Showing them that, like, you know, you can be that guy temporarily, but it's going to knock you out. Well, I see you. Why can't I pick you up? Did I pick you up and it's not saying I picked you up? There we go. I guess that was the case. Dragon, they kind of do that right now. Right now, like, I guess the thing is, like, there's not really... Despite them doing the reinforcement upgrade, there's not been this instance yet where like infantry or units retreat or like enter maps, right? Like things will spawn in, and but like then at that point they're fairly static. We haven't really had an actual reinforcement update yet, right? We're still missing all the logistical units for that. Like they solved the pop-in spawn issue, which thank God for that. But like, we are still kind of missing the actual, like, hey, this is how units get to the, like, this is why fights keep persisting so aggressively, as units are getting flown in or trucked in constantly. Yeah, it provides a cool way to sign it. It also provides like a lever too, where for some people never want to lose their progress. And that could be a contrast, right? In the sense of, if you never want to lose your progress, you're never going to be able to feel like that guy in this game. But if you ever want to turn that switch off, and if you ever want to engage in this like kind of wipe endgame, this cyclical endgame, right, you can do that. But it's going to put you on a watch list eventually, and you're going to falter. Alright, Leo, mini hurt.
Tango.
Alright, we have the static now, which means we're getting pretty low on HP, which means it's time to leave. Our quests are done too. That's a big thing too, BB, because like we never get to see like it'd be neat to actually have maps firmly under a faction's control, because it would actually make the map probably a lot harder, because you're never gonna have infantry fighting infantry, right? Or like Europans fighting Eruskans, right? You're just gonna have a bunch of European patrols around.
Dumping. Targets.
Basically beep beep. And you can do cool things with it too, right? Like you can really blow it out. But like, that's kind of how I would view wipes, right? As in like an optional sort of like, not purely optional, like they can definitely do like consequence sort of things too, right? For soft wipes like water thief raids we currently have. For people who want like an actual hard wipe, facilitating that narratively would be cool. Look at us go. So much water now. So much water. Welcome back. Wait, how much water do we have? Yeah, 20. Oh, yeah, there he is. Funnels is back. Alright, anyway, that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the patch video. I'll begin working on the actual video itself over the weekend, and hopefully it'll be out probably Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. Other than that, enjoy the patch, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys later.